I thought getting engaged meant I was finally chosen. I was wrong. My name is Nina. I'm 31, and I live in Vienna, Austria. My fiancé, Lucas, and I had been together for 4 years when he proposed. He said I was his future, his peace, his partner. I believed him, because I loved him, and because I trusted his words more than his actions. That was my mistake. From the moment we got engaged, Lucas changed. Not dramatically, not obviously, just enough to make me question myself. His mother, Helga, suddenly became very present. Weekly dinners turned into family meetings. His sister, Mara, started making comments disguised as jokes. Marriage is serious. Not everyone is cut out for this family. We believe in loyalty above all else. At first, I thought they were just intense. Then Lucas started reporting back to them. What I said, what I spent, how I reacted to stress. He called it keeping peace. I called it uncomfortable. The test I didn't consent to. One night, after dinner, Lucas casually admitted something that made my stomach drop. My family just wants to be sure you're not with me for convenience. I laughed, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. Over the next few weeks, things started happening. He delayed wedding payments without telling me. He claimed sudden financial pressure. He reduced his contributions and waited to see if I'd step up. I didn't know it then, but this was a test. A test designed by his family, approved by my fiancé. The real betrayal came when I overheard a conversation I was never meant to hear. I walked into his study early one morning and heard Lucas on speakerphone with his mother. She's handling the pressure well, he said. If she stays supportive, we'll know she's the right one. We'll know. As if I was an applicant. As if 4 years together meant nothing. Then Mara's voice chimed in. Good. Once the apartment is officially yours, she won't have leverage anyway. That's when I understood everything. The delays. The control. The emotional stress. They weren't preparing for marriage. They were preparing to secure assets, without me. The breaking point. Instead of confronting him, I stayed quiet. I smiled. I supported him. I let them believe the test was working. Meanwhile, I prepared. I spoke to a legal advisor and reviewed every document tied to our future plans. Then I made 3 moves. I withdrew from the shared wedding fund, legally and cleanly. I canceled vendors under my name. I secured a new apartment lease in my name alone. Finally, I invited Lucas and his family over for dinner. That night, I didn't accuse. I thanked them. Thank you for testing me, I said calmly. It taught me exactly who I was about to marry. I laid out what I knew. The calls. The plan. The manipulation. Lucas froze. Helga tried to speak. I stood up and ended it. A partnership doesn't test loyalty. It builds it. The engagement ended that night. Lucas lost the apartment he thought was guaranteed. His family lost control over a woman they assumed was naive. And I walked away with my dignity intact. Weeks later, he tried to apologize. I didn't respond. Because the greatest payback wasn't leaving. It was never allowing him access to me again.